Alafia, Alafia from number 11 of Arisha Stone. Peace and blessings to the tribe. Tonight we have a gorgeous goddess with us tonight from Tallahassee, Florida, named Lady B. How you doing, Miss Lady B?
I am well. I am blessed. I am peaceful. I'm well. How are you?
I have no complaints about nothing. The end of the day above ground's a blessed day.
Yes, it
I wanted to
is.
talk to you
Ashe.
today. We always are talking to different business owners and everything else, and it's so weird that we outsource, we go to all these different places looking for
Mm.
business owners and everything else, but we got so much going on right here in the community. And I wanted to talk to somebody from the community. You're from Tallahassee?
I am from Tallahassee, born and raised.
Okay, okay. Tell me a little bit about yourself and your business.
Okay. Well, I am a spiritual practitioner. I do tarot. I also am into holistic feminine care. I had some issues when it comes to the yoni, and I wanted to do something to help myself that could also help other women as well that went through the same things that I was going through. Especially when we get you have those things like fibroids and cysts on
Mm.
ovaries and things like that. Um, I'll be transparent. I had cysts on my ovaries, and it was a big scare for me. That is something that does happen in the menstrual process. However, I was having complications, so that kind of led me into wanting to be into the feminine care and also be holistic with it.
I say health is wealth, and that's a real thing.
Yes,
Um,
it is. It is.
Yo, speaking of which, I'm noticing I'm talking to a lot of goddesses from the Tallahassee area, right? And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them are talking about fibroid tumors, cysts and on the ovary, all sorts of different things. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
is that something that's in the water? Is it something in the food? What's going on? Like, you would think it's so natural out here that y'all
Right.
wouldn't have all these problems. Is it something in the food?
It's definitely something in the food. We know it's something in the food, but it's all the wrong things that we're putting into our bodies. It's all the wrong things we're putting into our bodies. It's all the wrong energies we're putting into our bodies. So not necessarily just the foods, but there could be spiritual entities that could also be attached that could be causing these things as well. So that's why cleansing is important. I also do spiritual baths as well. Cleansing is very important.
I say. We got to get you in our store pretty soon. Because we have a lot of herbs, different things of that nature. But we need all that. So people with that mind frame, we need all those in there because one, you
Hmm.
said a mouthful when you said, "Yo, I was going through this, so maybe I can
Hmm.
help somebody else that's going through this." And there's so many people that
Exactly.
go to these different things that don't talk about it.
Right.
I know I've seen I've a bunch of women in my family where I've seen fibroid tumors, I've seen the breast cancer, I've seen all these different things. And one thing I know
Hmm.
about all of them, holistic healing is the best way to cure all these different things, and prevention is
Ashe.
the best cure for everything. So prevention
Ashe.
being in those herbs, prevention being in the way you think, the way which you're consuming through your eyes, through your mind, through your bellies, etc., especially as a black woman.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
You also do tarot.
Yes, I do.
Tell
Yes,
me
I
about that
do.
tarot.
Yeah.
I thought that was evil.
n- Evil. That's what they want you to think. But that's a part of us. That's a part of who we are. And that is something that I found out when I actually got into it when I was going through my spiritual awakening and I was led to the cards. I was led to the cards. I was, having dreams and things like that. And with the doing divination, that helps you on your journey. Um, and it's my knack. That was my calling.
I say, I say.
Yeah.
And when you do it, do you give do you give offerings to the ancestors when you do your tarot readings?
Yes, I do. I definitely tap in because that's who I'm speaking through. They're speaking through me. I'm getting that information from them directly. So yes, that definitely is something that is done. It must be done. Uh-oh. What
I'm
happened? Am
still
I still here?
I'm still here,
Am I
guys.
still
Yeah,
here?
no, I'm here.
Oh, okay, okay. You just disappeared for a second. I was like, hold
No, I'm giving you the floor. They're not here to see me. They're here to see the beautiful woman right now. So I'm gonna give you the flow.
up.
Um,
Okay.
and then, like I said, you're giving us information on communication to the spirit realm. We say it lightly now. It's 2025, so we say a lot of things lightly now. But that's a real thing.
It
One tier, there's a lot of different things that you could be doing in it, and some people may or may not do it correctly. So that's something we look into. One, giving
Right.
offerings to the ancestors when we're doing tarot. Two, making sure you're wearing some kind of protective stone so you're not bringing on that people's energy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Three, making sure that if you're helping this person, was that person supposed to be helped?
Right. Exactly.
So
Exactly. And I do consult with the ancestors first because I may not be able to give someone a reading because of the energy or whatever they may have going on that I can't be attached to. So I definitely have to consult before even, accepting as well.
I say, and that's smart now. That's real now. So tell me about it. Now, this is another thing. You telling me you're from Tallahassee. Now, I haven't been
Yes.
here that long whatsoever. I'm in the Tallahassee area myself. And I
Hmm.
find it hard to find a real community or a community where it's a lot of spiritual people. Is there a lot of spiritual people out here? I'm meeting them spread out, but I don't know the community, and it's weird.
So honestly speaking, I really don't know because um it I really don't get out much like that because I try to stay to myself, and I feel like I attract those that are part of the spiritual community, and it's really not a lot of you. Like I feel like I attracted you to Soul Tribe. A Soul Tribe
Yeah.
attracts Soul Tribe. We met at Stone Age. So, places like that, where we do frequent, I feel as if you'll run into, your soul tribe in those different areas, but you really don't run into a lot of them. I mean, they attract to you.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense. There's a few people out here that do attract to me. That don't mean we always be on the same kind of page because some people come to you for help and then try to
Yeah.
tell you about something. So it's kind of weird down here. But
True.
yeah,
True.
it's weird. And then you got some of them that they found 5 minutes of information on YouTube and now they know everything about the esoteric information, the cosmic universe, and everything about the
Exactly.
Anunnaki. So yeah, I understand how that is
Exactly.
staying in your own realm because I like my own. I
Yeah.
stay in my own world. So, what's your
Right.
zodiac?
Aries, T Aries, big Aries energy.
Gang. We gotta talk about
Yes,
this.
yes. You
What
still
is this,
got my
man?
red on. It's Mars Day. It's Mars Day today, Tuesday.
I say Tuesday, Ogun Day, most definitely. I'm glad you know your stuff. Um, no, but that speaks to another thing. Like people don't realize their placement in the universe. Some people don't even believe in zodiacs within itself. But if you do
Mhm.
look at that, your prototype, your prototype is that of the spiritual warrior.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
Warrior energy. Right.
warrior energy. And your weapons are the tarot, the shells,
Hmm.
the stones, all these different
Yeah, they're
things.
tools. They're all
They're
spiritual
tools.
tools. Yeah.
So yeah. So what would you say to somebody? We're in the South. We're in Tallahassee. Most of these people are Bible thumpers or half-ass Bible thumpers. They don't really read the Bible, but they're telling you that tarot's bad, crystals are bad. I don't know what they're saying because the way these people are looking at me down here, I don't know. But what would you tell them about tarot and crystals and spirituality in general?
In general, I mean, if they want to run to the Bible, if they want to be religious, I mean, it's in the Bible. They talk about it in the Bible.
Mm.
So if it's so evil, why is it in the Bible? Why is it talked about in the Bible? Why do they talk about the stones on the armor? Why do they talk about it? If
I'm
it's
glad
so
that's out there
evil,
now. I'm glad that's out there now. Because some
if
people
it's
that
if
watch it half-ass do their work. No, you're right.
if
You're
it's
so
so
right.
evil, people gotta do their research. They want to talk about something, and you not digging deep into it. You just want to go off he say she say or what you heard.
Yeah, no, it's 2025, and that's crazy that people still locked in that same
Mm-hmm.
mind frame of vibration. I do a segment called Matriarch Monday, with a bunch of different guidance from all over, man.
Yes,
You
yes.
you check that one out?
I recently did watch one. I loved it. With is it Ina Maku and Angel? That one
Yeah.
was deep. I loved that one. I was loving it. I was
Okay.
geeked in my living room when I tell you I loved it. I loved it.
I say, you gotta let them know.
Yes, yes, most definitely.
Yeah, that's all I try to do is keep pushing and try to connect the dots because it seems like everybody's saying they want the same thing. When you're looking
Right.
at the real people, not the media, but the real people, they're saying they want the same thing. So the way we get to it is by connecting each other and putting in work
Exactly.
and so, you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people they just be talking, a lot of people they want to look the part, but a lot of people don't really
Right.
want to do. They don't really want that. You know what I'm saying? As long as
Right.
you know
They
what I'm
don't
saying,
want
it's
to
not
do the
benefiting them.
work. They don't want to do the
Exactly.
work.
So,
They want the
uh,
end product, but don't want to do the work.
and that's the thing. I think, and I guess that's just the society we live in now, where a lot of people feel that way. The women feel like they're just entitled to the end product, and most men they feel like you know what I'm saying, they're getting duped and having to do all this extra work and everything. So how do you feel
Right.
about that? Speaking of which, how do you feel about the state of black men and black women in America now? Like the relationship between black men and black women.
It's not where it should be. It's not where it should be. You don't have a lot of two parent households. I mean, you're supposed to have the divine masculine and divine feminine. It's supposed to be a balance. But in the black community, we're tearing each other down. And it's like it seems like it's just our community that is pulled apart, but it's because we're feeding into all these negative energies and all these negative frequencies that's bringing everyone down and got everybody fucked up in the mind and in the head, that we can't get along and have community and have family.
Now, one thing about it, I hate that they put that narrative out there like it's just us or whatever, whatever. Because before it was a certain time where it wasn't us at all. We were always kind of unified
Right.
in certain ways. Of course, the power of the dollar, the love of the dollar,
Right.
divided a lot of people. But when you look at it, and we say these things because they put it out there, and they got us thinking this way about ourselves, and they
Mm-hmm.
say all this black on black violence. If you're paying attention to news right now, it's a whole lot of white people killing white people right now. You see what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
don't talk about
Yeah.
white on white violence. We don't talk about high
Right.
caste versus the hillbilly violence. We don't talk about all these different. We don't talk about Asian on Asian violence or Mexican on Mexican violence, Latino on Latino
No,
violence.
we
And
don't.
so we kind of demonize ourselves because other people try to use us as the be all know all, you know what I'm saying? They pointed us
Right.
for every situation. So I don't even
Right.
believe we are out here doing a lot of stuff they say we're doing. And the ones that
Mm-hmm.
are doing, if you look at them, they're mentally challenged. These are younger people. They're not
Mm-hmm.
emotionally intelligent. Um. So yeah, no, I think we're in a good state. I think misery don't love company, and some people are
True.
crashing. So on their way out, they got to make it seem like we are all the bad things and everything else. But the universe is going to cleanse itself out. If you foolish in these days, in the year 9, in the year of the serpent, and you reach here, you know what I'm saying? If you're not on
Right.
if you ain't on your right path or on a higher journey to get to your higher self or whatever, you're gonna get X'd out anyway. That's not no ifs,
Right.
ands, and buts. Right now in Florida, if you yell too loud with these new laws with guns and everything, if you yell too loud, anybody can kill you.
Mm,
And
mm, mm,
everybody's
mm.
out here selling
Teach me.
jokes.
Teach me today.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Teach me today.
So no, when we got new laws, they just passed the open carry law. You heard about that, right?
Yes, I have heard about that.
People get shot every day by accident. We know this, right?
Yes.
The average person, the average person out here in Florida is not the
Baby, my,
the brightest or
yes, you
smartest
can
person
have it. You can
whatsoever.
have it, baby. You can have it, baby. Got to be a mother too. You can have it.
No,
Don't
you
ask for no
good.
baby. I got to
Full
be a
time
mother
job,
too.
full time job,
Got to open some bread.
full time job.
All right, here you
No,
go.
I mean, there's so much going on here, and this is the reason I think we should talk about these things more.
Here you go.
Because even my son, I don't want him going outside playing with his guns. I don't want him going outside playing with no, just going outside in general.
Mm-hmm.
He's too person to me. Like even there's times that I've dealt with police where I'm just glad that ancestors or felt like I needed to be here because this I
Right.
deal with police from a different aspect a lot. You know what I'm saying? Or I used to anyway, not a lot now, but I say that to say the propaganda they put out there, the younger people are internalizing this and out here doing dumb stuff. No emotional intelligence. The
Right.
frequencies off. The food that we're eating is messing with our brains. Like I said, if,
Mm-hmm.
if you're dehydrated, you're not thinking right. I guarantee you,
Right.
if you're not drinking enough water or all these different things that help our bodies and minds, you're not thinking right. So if you
Right.
notice, it's not a family on family violence. That's what we need to talk about. Fuck a black on
Yeah.
black violence. You see more. I killed my wife. I killed the
And
kids.
you do.
A wife.
Kids
I killed
kill
my baby
parents.
daddy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have seen a lot of that. I have
We
seen
need.
a lot of that.
That's what needs to be studied.
It
That's what needs
does.
to be
It really
studied.
does. Because what is going on where the children are retaliating on their parents like this? Families are retaliating like this. Like I don't get it.
I
I don't
seen
get it.
it's a strange frequency. At this point, what do you want? I'm looking at these people and I'm looking at because a lot of them have money, more money. They got to kill somebody. One cornball killed his mama for insurance money. I'm not talking about white folks. I'm talking about our people now. This one
Right.
needs to be studied. Like this is now we can also go to the aspect of saying all skin folk ain't kinfolk, but at one point in time, our people weren't doing this at all. So this is a science project. I really feel like this is a science
Mm-hmm.
project. They pushing the button on some really high, but also it's also in prophecy. And some of the prophecy it says that I didn't come to bring peace. I came to turn daughters against mothers, sons against fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to destroy the family dynamic.
Right.
And if you look at the Bible, who said it? That's who they follow behind now. If you look into the Bible, if you want to be a Bible thumper and look at who said that prophecy, listen what he said it in the context that he said it. And I don't understand how people follow these religions because the religion said we came to destroy your family. Therefore, their
Right.
so-called leaders said they came to destroy the family. So no, man, I really do. I beg the women because people don't understand women make everything go around. People can act. You ever seen that
Yeah.
movie, Chirac?
I have not. I have not
Yeah.
seen that movie. No, I have not. So I'm
You
gonna
should
put
have
that
a.
on
You
my
should have
to-do
a
list.
yeah. Put that on your to-do list.
I'm
Watch
gonna put that
Chirac,
on my
man,
to-do list.
because it
Okay.
just so beautiful. The power of beautiful black women. I know it was just out of the imagination, right? But it came from somewhere. The power of the women. And imagine if all women said, you know what, cornballs don't get no more pussy. How about that? Lames don't get no like we can't the most valuable asset we have on this planet is the black woman, right?
Right.
And they got jogs selling y'all stuff for $40 and some change. You see what I'm saying? So when we start
Right.
getting the women and understand who they really are, all of them, like we might not get all of them, but the ones that don't take heed to it, you know what I'm saying? But it's elevation. You want to go from the queen to the goddess, the matron. You just got to move up in your own spiritual
Right.
aspect. But just
Right.
like you have children, we shouldn't be teaching the children how to twerk and how to listen to Megan the Stallions and all. We should be teaching these
Exactly.
children right now because this is I always say this is a new age of consciousness. A
Right.
lot of people didn't we didn't have a lot of things that we have now back then. So
Right.
the kids of today don't have that excuse. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
uh, I just think it's sad that where we're at right now because I think more than anything they're not beating us out our spot, they tricking us out our spot. Literally,
Yeah.
that's
And
it.
they
So
are. They really are.
so no tell me. I saw you at the crystal shop a couple times. You are
Yeah.
you into crystals or are they just fashion? Tell me about it. What do you think about crystals?
So I am into crystals. I do work with a few different crystals. I don't leave the house without my black obsidian. I always need to have my black obsidian on. That is my protection. I always do have my tiger's eye. I wear my tiger's eye. I always keep my tiger's eye in my purse. That's also my grounding stone as well. I do know that with Aries as well. That's my stone, along with the carnelian as well. I like to keep that. I actually am wearing malachite, um, my black obsidian, and my the fool's gold, the pyrite.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Yes, and I have a citrine ring and I have a rose quartz ring as well.
I say so that pyrite, malachite, citrine with a tigerite is already calling in abundance. That's a
Mm-hmm.
ritual within itself to call into
Yep.
abundance and everything else. The obsidian is powerful if you feel like you're being attacked or under spiritual attack or anything like that, or if you're going to a
Mm-hmm.
place where you know it's negative energy, black tourmaline and obsidian are most definitely powerful for that
Yes,
protection.
I don't leave the house without it. I got to have my protection on. Got
Now
to
I tell
have
you
my
this.
protection on.
Think about getting in the ring too, or getting in something where it's not on your skin 24/7. Because what obsidian does absorbs, right? And it
Oh
absorbs
yeah.
negative energy, but it also absorbs your youth too. So if you look into
Right.
it, it makes younger
Yeah,
women look. Yeah,
I don't wear them 24/7.
I say. I just always had to get that one. I don't be knowing if they know or not, but it's like, yo, that's one of the things, one of
Yeah,
the tricks that we got to pay
appreciate it.
attention to.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Obsidian is one of the magical, very powerful stones. Like, have you tapped into the history of obsidian?
No, not all the way in. No, I have
Yeah,
not. So I will. I actually will. You giving me some homework to do.
no, yeah, yeah. What's up? I told you before, we all learning from the cradle to the grave. I don't know
Yeah,
everything. I'm learning something new every day. You said as an Aries, and all of us have like you have a whole chart. You know your whole chart.
I do know my whole chart. I do know my whole chart. I do study it.
Would
And
you like to
that
share it?
also helps me realize some things that be going on in my life, and when they be going on and what's happening, and I'm understanding a little better now.
Yeah. Would you like to share your chart?
No, I would not. No, I
Well,
would not. I can give you my big three though. I'll give you
yeah,
my
that
big
was
three.
that's what I meant your big three.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So I am a Aries sun, a Pisces moon, and a Sagittarius rising.
Wow, we almost alike. I'm an Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini.
Okay,
So, but
okay.
with
I
that
have
being
Gemini
said,
in my chart. I have
yeah.
Gemini in my chart.
So you're a fire tornado, but you somehow, some way you balance it with water. Mine's fire, air. So I'm just a fire tornado, but I don't know what you got going on with that Pisces. Um, the
Very
Pisces.
emotional.
So
When I
so
tell you, when I
so
get
so
it.
that means you conduct yourself as a Pisces. You conduct yourself as a Pisces, but you think as a Gemini. Is that what that means?
No, no. So okay. So my ego is my sun. So my ego is my sun. That's Aries. What people what they see, what you project, what I project is gonna be my rising. So I project Sagittarius, and then my
Gotcha.
emotions are definitely Pisces.
Emotions are Pisces.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How do you deal with that as an Aries?
um,
Emotional of a
yeah.
Pisces in the body of
I,
an Aries.
I'm dealing. I'm gonna just say that I be dealing.
You might have well became out of Scorpio. You sound like a Scorpio at this point.
I have
so
Scorpio in my chart as well.
so yeah, that's another thing. So when you're dealing with the stones, you were saying about her certain stones for the Aries aspect of it. But if you know
Right,
your whole chart, each one of these things you have seven chakras. That means you have seven orishas. That means you have all these.
right,
They don't let these people limit you to one stone because the stone is
right.
really powerful in that time of month. That don't mean it's just your stone. You see what I'm saying? You
Exactly,
see how for
exactly.
the Aries they say it's amethyst, aquamarine, diamond,
Mm-hmm.
jade. You can say so many different things, but at
Right,
the same time,
right.
it's what you need and the balance. It's all about
Hey, give me a
balance.
second.
So it's
Right,
really about
right.
balance. You know what I'm saying? So, but with yours, I would say grounding. If you already got fire, air, and water, then you need earth. You need balance.
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. Which is
So
why
yeah,
I have to
hematite.
stay grounded. Which is I have to stay grounded. I keep my grounding stones on me.
You like hematite?
Hematite, I do actually have hematite. I don't carry it. I'm more so carrying my tiger stone, but I do actually have that. The hematite, yes.
Hematite is great for the Aries. If we're talking about grounding energy, hematite
Mm-hmm.
plus it's the earth magnet. What does the earth magnet do? What does the magnet do? The magnet
Attracts.
pushes away negative,
Uh-huh.
draws in positive. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's an earth magnet. So yeah, hematite or magnet, lodestone, things of that nature. Those would
Mm-hmm.
be amazing for you as far as your grounding stones. You just keep it in a pouch or something like that. Even if, but you can
Okay.
also put it. Hematite is amazing in jewelry as well. So yeah, yeah. Um.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite stone?
My favorite stone, I would have to say, is I like my citrine and amethyst. I have more of that. Also, rose quartz. I have a lot of that as well. I'm a very loving person, and I like to attract. So with those stones, I use those stones also with like rituals and things like that, and those are my go to stones. As far as attracting and manifesting.
Sure, I see.
Yes.
So, and what's the highest grade you got?
The highest grade I have, I actually don't know about grades with the
Okay.
stones and with the crystals. I don't know.
Okay. So let's do it right now. The grades
Okay.
go from the number one best stone you can ever have, as far as
Uh-huh.
the grading wise, right? Is raw.
Okay.
The best thing you
Okay.
want is raw. You're getting it straight out the earth because that means you can do whatever you want with it, right? You want it in the
Okay.
matrix. Everybody talks about the stones, and we talk about the matrix. The matrix means mother when comes to the mineral world, because the
Mm-hmm.
matrix is what the stone is born out of. So when you
Okay.
have a host rock, when you have a host rock, like this is a funny one, right? This is
Mm-hmm.
really pretty much smoky quartz that started turning into an amethyst. But
Uh-huh.
this isn't a good example of it. But if you can't really see it, uh, hypothetical speaker, right? Emerald. You see how emerald goes green and black, and the black part of it, the black part I got some over here. The black part of it is the matrix of it. That's the mother stone, and then it grows
Mhm.
out of it. So yeah, no, but you said amethyst, citrine,
Citrine and rose
and rose quartz.
quartz. Mm-hmm.
Now, when we're talking about grades, we're talking about okay, are you just using tumble stones because the cut, color, clarity is also how
Mm-hmm.
you grade the stone. The cut,
Mm-hmm.
how is it cut? Is it cut into a faceted stone? Is it cut into a cabochon? Um, Color.
Mm-hmm.
What kind? And how bright is the color? If you say you like do you like rubies?
Rubies, I'm not really into rubies like that. Well, I haven't
Not
been
Miss
into rubies
Red,
like that.
not Miss
No,
Aries.
no. Teach me something now, Rachel. Put me
All right,
up on
guys.
game.
What planet are you from? What planet represents you?
Mars.
Mars. Okay. Now, hypothetically, we could say Mars is red, but that's just on the outer layer, the basic aspect of it, right? But
Okay.
out of that, red represents blood or hematite. Hematite, going back to the hematite, because hematite
Okay.
represents blood. Hematite's also good for your blood circulation.
Okay.
Bloodstone is also good for the Aries. Anything that has to do with blood, you are the first. God put you first, you should too. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Bloodstone is good for Aries. Are you familiar with bloodstone?
I am familiar with it. I do actually have a bloodstone.
Okay, ruby is because ruby is for royalty, is for rulership, kingship, queenship, royalty. When you're looking at, are you familiar with Shango?
Yes, I am familiar with Shango. Yes.
Are you familiar with Shiva?
No, not so much with Sheba.
When you're looking at most of these deities that represent that root and heart chakra, they come
Mm-hmm.
down wearing rubies. The ruby
Okay.
is also over. That's it's also the stone of the sun, but it's also the sun, a stone of that represents Mars as well. But it also represents the sun, which represents that eternal light. Your
Okay.
Aries. You're just like a jinn. You like they can't burn your soul. They can't scare you with fire. Your soul is
Mm-hmm.
fire. So all those
Right.
fire stones, blood stones, because the whole DNA activation comes through fire and blood and stone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, ruby, bloodstone, hematite are great stones for you to tap into.
Okay. I got one more to get then.
Yes,
I gotta
ma'am.
get
Most
that
definitely.
ruby.
Ruby. Oh man.
Yes. I might need to come see you for that.
Yeah, look, that's why I said we're gonna talk about grades because we don't just do the tumble stones. When you're doing a research stone, what we're doing is upgrading stones. So let's just say you named your big three, but your big three are the foundation stones. I don't like saying the word basic, but the foundation stones:
Okay.
amethyst, citrine, rose quartz.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take it up. You're Aries. You already know we're innovators. You got to take it to the next level, right?
Right?
So let's replace each one of them stones with a high vibrational stone. Not saying that we
Okay.
don't love amethyst, rose quartz, and citrine. Let's replace them with something that's a little bit high vibrational. And you don't
Okay.
want a tumble stone because I mean tumble stones are tumble stones, but when you get either raw or something that's cut intentionally or carved, it adds more power to it. It adds the ritual to it. As the when you're talking about stones that cut
Mm-hmm.
clarity means that's how you communicate with the angels and angels through that cut
Mm-hmm.
and clarity through light.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're holding up with uh, I don't have any clear ones around me right now, but when you're holding these clear stones up and it's cut a certain kind of way, the light will go straight through it.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
see what I'm saying?
Let me ask you. So what would this be right here? What would this be?
Give me a second. That's from an amethyst geode.
Okay, so what is that considered as far as like the grade as far as what you're
Now,
explaining?
I like what you're saying. Okay, now we're gonna do it three different ways if you're gonna grade it. Are we
Okay.
grading it spiritually? Are we grading it by the white man's economics? Are we grading it by its usage? How are we grading it?
Let's grade it spiritually and its usage.
Okay, and then we'll do
And,
the last one,
and
economics.
then yes.
Okay, so what was the first one you said? Spiritually.
Spiritually, yes.
Spiritually, that stone is super rich. It's amethyst. It's crown chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, ether chakra. It helps you connect with spirit guides. You can go to different. It's spiritually. You got gold right there. You see what I'm saying? If you know
Yes.
what to do with it.
Yes. Yes. Which is why I keep it right here on my table when I'm doing tarot. Exactly.
Amethyst is,
Yes.
is the master stone. It helps you with depression. If you're in depression state, that's why it's good for the for Aries or
Hmm.
Pisces. It's also good for your Pisces because it helps you with depression, and people don't realize when they say the amethyst is good for addiction, you go through the addiction through depression. So you know what I'm saying? It kills it through fixing
Yeah.
your depression.
Right, right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
saying. I'm sorry. Let me put this up here. Wow.
Okay.
Man, Queen Khalifa. I like that. I like that question. I'm gonna come back to your question in a second. So back to yours. Number two on the amethyst. What was the second question? You said the first was spiritual. What was the second?
The second was I don't recall.
It was usage.
Usage. That's okay. Usage.
Okay. And usage, we can go a couple different uses. It's still quartz. Quartz still produces energy, whether it be amethyst or not. It's producing energy. It
Uh-huh.
also produces citrine because most citrine that we see nowadays is nothing but heated amethyst. You know what I'm saying? So everything that citrine is, it comes from amethyst. Um, Usage, beautiful decoration.
Hmm.
Um, Beautiful
Definitely.
jewelry. Like I said, we kind of hit on the usages of it when we say they stops you from getting drunk and it stops depression. Healing wise, you put it on your third
Yes.
eye. You can put on your third eye on your crown chakra while you're meditating, or hold it while you're meditating. You can literally go outside while the sun is out and put this on your forehead and let the sun transmit energy and information through that quartz straight to through your third eye, if that's what you want to try. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would
Yeah.
do for usage. But
Yeah.
economic wise, in the eyes of the oppressor that stole the land and sold you the stone back, is worth $5. Get it? Everything vice versa.
Of course,
That's
everything is about the money
the
that really
capital
doesn't
dollar.
exist.
That one right there was worth $5. But we're saying all that is worth $5. One, because it's an abundant stone, and they can't rake the land for it no more because it's an abundant stone. You can go pick it out your backyard right now if you dig deep enough. Especially in North Carolina, we're abundant in amethyst all throughout North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. So then you want to look into the grade. Okay,
Mhm.
if we're going to invest in amethyst and you're going to spend all this money on a high grade, $2,000 cactus amethyst, or record keeper amethyst, right? Why not go do something better? Why not get tanzanite? Are you
For
familiar with
whatever you're
tanzanite?
using, Tanzanite. I
Yeah.
don't have any. I'm not familiar with it.
So one, Tanzanite, they literally assassinated the president of Tanzania for this stone because at first he had a law, and this is how you got to do the math. They had a law where he didn't allow people to take large pieces of Tanzanite out of Tanzania without it being faceted. It was a whole corporation. Everybody in the kingdom ate. The people that mined it, the people that faceted it, the people that cut the stone, the people that make it into the rough parts in the jury. So everybody in the community ate. Um, but they killed.
That just popped something in my head. Black Panther just made me think. Just thinking about that with the crystals and the what they was
Oh, this
doing
world,
with
yeah,
this.
no, we can get deep if you want
Yeah,
to. No,
that it just popped. It just popped up.
so no, okay. Well, let me get a truth seeker real quick. Piece of the tribe, piece, and I see all the questions. I'm just going to ask this question: what stone is best for someone trying to emanate Queen Khalifa? Now, that's a powerful question. Two things about it: outside of yourself, somebody might have never thought about trying to be the avatar for Queen Khalifa. So that's one. It might be something you got to explore. So I'm not going to just tell you, but if we're going to talk about communicating with the ancestors, Azurite would be amazing for you to go out there, especially if you on that land, if you could touch that ground and sit with some Azurite, get you some shrooms, some DMT, my favorite crystal. Um, Azurite taps into those spirits. Turquoise is amazing for tapping into spirit work and talking to the ancestors and talking to the spirit guides. And in doing so, you can talk to all sorts of different people. Mind you, also, when you're calling these different spirits, you got to be careful because you're talking about a spirit. And Queen Khalifa isn't an individual; it was a class. It was a group of mothers, great mothers. So when you call them, you need to be really specific and have little tools, spiritual tools that you can use so other spirits won't pop up. This makes sure this is a Vajra. The Vajra makes sure that whatever you summon or you call or you trying to invoke, that's the only thing that's gonna pop up on you. So, um, Queen Khalifa, you would have to look into what she like. Well, you'd have to look into all these different things. Like I said, I would say turquoise, azurite, just because she's from that West Coast area. Pyrite, and tap into those minerals since they're so old that she's probably touched those stones too at one point in time. Because these stones are millions of years old. So tap into those stones first. Tap into the natural stones. Quartz is programmable. Tap into quartz. But most definitely, if you're on that West Coast, tap into the turquoise, into the azurite. I hope that answered your question. Turquoise and azurite, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. Truth seeker, yes to the truth. um, Back to you guys, ladies B. So Mount Kilimanjaro is the only place you're gonna find tanzanite. It's in Tanzania. It grows at the base of a volcano.
Hmm. Well, all
This
right.
is why I said we spent all this money. These people that stole your land from you and selling you tumblestones back for thousands and thousands of dollars, right? If you're
Right.
gonna spend that kind of money, get something rare, cut, color clarity, grades, right? We're talking
Gotcha.
about grades. What does that look like?
Hold on. We gotta come a little closer. As far as like, what does it look like? It looks like, I mean, a crystal. Like,
You know what I'm saying? What kind of stone would you think that was? If I
um,
didn't just say,
I'm not sure. It looks blue.
depending on the light, it changes. If I was in the right light, if I had a, I need my flashlight.
That's why I was like, maybe I need to come closer to the camera because I can't see.
I don't know what my flashlight is right now, but yeah, if you look through it,
Uh-huh.
at some angles it could be purple, at other angles it'll turn blue, and that's one of the cool things about tanzanite. They can't fake it. Tanzanite is a real rare stone. I can't really remember the name of it, but there's only about two stones that does that: alexandrite and tanzanite.
Okay.
This is raw. You see what I'm saying? It hasn't been heat
Yeah.
treated or none of that. So it's etched too. It's etched too. So I
Okay.
say that to say that that's a rare stone. I would invest my money in something rare, just as powerful as it's all chakras. It goes all chakras. It was protected by the Maasai tribe for years and years before somebody sold them out for some money. You know what I'm saying? The dollar
Gotcha.
always gets you. But Tanzanite is a great investment. And 20 years from now, there won't be no more in that mine because it was only a one-time mine, just like Laramar.
Mm.
So let's just say we replace amethyst with Tanzanite.
Okay.
Okay. And we're gonna tap in to see, we're gonna tap in to see how that energy if that energy serves you just as good as the amethyst. What was the next one? Citrine.
Citrine. Uh-huh.
Okay. And like I said, outside of raw citrine, I got a couple pieces of raw citrine. I'll show you one. It's too big for me to pick up. I love geodes, but most citrine, can you see that?
I can see it.
You can?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Most citrines are actually heated amethyst.
Uh-huh.
So let's step up from citrine. Let's go imperial topaz.
Imperial topaz.
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
imperial topaz. Where topaz give you that same energy, but it's a little. It's I wouldn't even say it's rare. Imperial topaz isn't rare, but it has a powerful energy to it, a real powerful energy. Solar plex and sacral chakra energy is beautiful. It's natural. You can get imperial topaz. Damn, I have a piece actually. You can
Okay.
get one in that. I just don't have my case with me right now, but you can have it, and you can see that beautiful golden color. I got to get it for you.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, but
Okay.
Imperial Topaz. I got to get it because I can't talk about it and not show it at the same time.
Right, right, right.
All right. My apologies.
Oh no, you good, you good.
So yeah, this is Topaz.
Ah, okay. Okay.
You get that natural yellow glow without
Uh-huh.
being heat treated. It's naturally like that. You're getting the same energy. And I guarantee you, if you're going to Oshun or one of those divine feminine energies, you're not going with the basics. You're going with something exotic. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Step it up in your life a little bit because those things are going to help your life. There's certain things ain't going to allow other things in your energy because these are royalty stones. They need nothing but that kind of energy around you.
I
So
shade.
yeah, let's go. Let's go from citrine to imperial topaz. And
Okay.
last but not least, what do we have?
We have rose quartz.
We have rose quartz, and I love rose quartz too. Rose quartz is very powerful. See, I can't
Yes.
I can't show rose quartz at all, especially with the spells that you can do with rose quartz. You can use rose quartz like a chemistry lab, especially on new moons and full moons.
Mm-hmm.
On a full moon, rose quartz and moonstone on a full moon. And I can't say what it's going to do for you because every individual is different, but it's a
Right.
powerful manifester. Rose quartz and
Yes.
moonstone, and that's the ancient indigenous tradition. They keep those stones together. On new moons, for it depends on your zodiac. For Aries, you want to have the moonstone, the rose quartz, and a piece of bloodstone. And look at
Okay.
that as soon as you wake up on the new moon, look at those stones before you look at anything else, and it helps you
Okay.
manifest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
You are now the Aries. Our manifestation is very, very powerful. We're straight to the point. We're
Mm-hmm.
like God's chosen. We're very spoiled. You know what I'm saying? God
Right.
put us here for a reason.
Right.
So,
Right.
but if we're gonna do the upgrade, we're gonna go from rose quartz to morganite.
So Morganite.
Let's go to
Morganite. I
morganite.
have not heard of that. You're gonna have to enlighten me on that one.
Yeah, morganite, same energy, a little bit more rare, high vibrational. When you're also into the stone game, you're looking for rarity. That's why I keep going to the rare aspect of it. If it's
Okay.
abundant, it makes it less valuable. Just like amethyst in the spiritual world is super valuable in the economy, it's not so much. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? Rose quartz is super powerful in the esoteric, but in the economy, it's just quartz. It's just pink
Okay.
quartz. So
Okay.
we go to morganite, a little rare. Morganite is pink aquamarine, which is also your birthstone. So morganite, yeah, think about it. So morganite would also be one of your birthstones, but it's powerful. And it's
Okay.
rare. Like just have a piece of morganite in your collection is kind of 'cause you could talk about something. You see what I'm saying? When
Okay.
you walk into those crystal shops, you see how they got the stuff behind the glass, and then they got the little tumble stones
Right.
out.
Right. I
They
actually
give
have
us
a question for you.
yes, ma'am.
So I have some Moldavite, and I was beginning to work with it, but I have not worked with it because it gave me an excruciating headache. I haven't worked with it since. But my question is, how can I work with the stone without it giving me those effects? Because
I
when I
like
tell
this.
you it was a migraine out this world. and, and I put it down because I'm like, okay, am I ready for this? Or if I try this again, is it gonna do it again? So I don't want to run from it, but if you can help me help me with that.
It's funny. She was sitting right in my face. Right. This is my first ever piece of moldavite.
Okay.
And I show you that to show say that.
Give me a
Oh
second. Okay,
no
baby.
no
Okay.
no.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. 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 She just want to be nosy.
I understand.
No. No, I'm doing a stream. No, I'm doing a stream with Orisha. It's just Orisha and the people that's watching. You want to say hello? You can say hello. Say hello. You say hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, you said hello to the people. All right.
So on that stone, you see there's different stones on there with it, right?
The
And it goes
different stuff.
the different stones that's on this piece. Like the moldavite is the centerpiece, but you see I have other stones on there. I have tanzanites
Okay,
on there.
I see now. I see now.
Yeah, so it's chemistry. Now, remember we were talking
Okay.
about those other chakras and other zodiac signs that are within you, right? It's
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
chemistry. It's really a science project. So
Okay.
where for the Aries aspect of you, like Herkimer Diamond does me the same way that it did you. I used to put these Herkimer Diamonds in my hair because I thought it was cool at first, right? So I put the Herkimers in my ear, and my ears would start ringing, and they would just ring and ring, and borderline drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so I had to take it out. I was like, no, I don't. So I'm not using it one the correct way. Two, motivate is one of them things where if you have a blockage, it's about to
Mhm.
get rid of that blockage. It's pushing everything
Mhm.
out. Um, there is no. You're gonna argue. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fuss. All those different things because that's what motivate does. It's gonna get everything out the way, and when the dust clears, you're gonna be a whole new entity within itself.
Right.
So motivate, I would say, is find a way to combine it with other stones that help do like balance it out. Long story
Okay.
short,
Okay,
what do you
gotcha.
need? What are you trying to
No.
manifest? You write all these things down. What do you need? What are you trying to manifest? Motivate
Mhm.
moves with intentions. Motivate, turquoise, all these stones are really alive. So motivate
Mhm.
moves with intentions. It's riding you the same way. So whatever you want, whatever you program into this piece of glass, is literally telling you, is looking back at you like, oh, this is what you want. Okay, let's go get it. And it don't give a
Right.
fuck about what's in your way. It's gonna push all these different things out. So as far as the headaches, look into a. I hate to say it, but that's what I got on here. Ruby. I know we just said that, but ruby
Yeah.
mixed ruby,
Okay.
mixed ruby with the moldavite and another stone that's not as violent. Um,
Okay.
Ruby for me is like that's kind of like putting a leg butt and Ogun together. How they're like brothers. Ruby and Moldavite are like sacred brothers in their own. They respect each other. Warhood. You know what I'm saying? Warrior in them.
Gotcha.
Now you
Gotcha.
would mix that with another stone. Mine as Aries, I mix mine with aquamarine to keep myself balanced. My
Mhm.
balance, I don't need the more fire. I need water. I need the water energy. I need the flowing energy. And I
Right.
also put
Right.
tanzanite because it's all chakra. So
Uh-huh.
tanzanite is all chakra. Ruby is root chakra and heart chakra. Moldavite
Mhm.
is all chakra, third eye chakra, especially third eye chakra and ether chakra. And aquamarine is heart chakra and throat chakra. Tanzanite is all chakra. So that's what you're doing. You like if you got a blockage, that's probably what it was. Maybe I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't think it'll do that all the time for you because I have abundance of motivate. You see what I'm saying? So I was collecting it
Yeah.
and all of them like I like this one right here came to me and this one's 44.4 grams. Did you hear me?
Yes,
Four,
that's a lot, ain't
444.
it?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Four
yeah.
four
Yeah, 44 grams,
444.
point
Yes,
4.
Ashe.
444.
Ashe. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
So when you talk about grades, you're talking about grades of stones. The stones I like to get are triple A's. You want triple A's. You want either
Triple
raw or triple A.
A's.
Yeah. Now, and if that don't always mean a higher dollar, that just means you have a higher eye. Use your eyes
Okay.
because you might go to an antique store or an estate sale, and these people might sell you AAA stuff for a flea market price because they don't know. It's not your job to teach nobody. It's your job to know and learn and educate yourself every day.
Right.
You have
Right.
YouTube. YouTube gives you a lot of stuff for free. You got books. We have all sorts of so history books and all sorts of different books that can help elevate you in the gemstone game. I want everybody. I want more of our indigenous people to get into the gemstone game. One
Yeah.
because like you don't have to pay me in this cash money. You can pay me in stones. You can pay me in gold. You can pay me in silver. You can pay me in
Gotcha.
turquoise if you want to, because people don't really realize how valuable these things are. It
Yeah.
to everybody wants to be indigenous, but don't want to do the indigenous cultures and ways and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
um no, with that being said, like yeah, the chemistry of it, get that motivate or let me see it one day and let's see what we can do to put it piece it
Okay.
together. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? Let's piece it
Okay.
together, and then that way it'll help you out. Find out which stones are best for you. And we're not gonna
Right.
do the
Okay.
temple stones. We're talking about the next. You say you want the next level, reach out for the next level. You see what I'm saying? And each time,
Gotcha.
why you think that the emperors and rulers and all them different things they have stones in their on their crowns?
Yeah.
They
Yep.
have amethyst faceted. Cut faceted means it's cut, right?
Mhm.
They don't have just basics. They got either faceted or cabotrons because they
Okay.
understand the angles, each angle, 90-degree angles, and everything else, angles of light. They put it
Okay.
into their crown chakra. You see what I'm saying? Even in their
Yeah.
scepters, in their scepters,
It all ties
they got
together.
the world's biggest diamond is in the scepter that they stole it, but it's still the world's biggest diamond. And if you know anything about diamond, a diamond only represents magnifying energy. It just magnifies. That's it. So if you sitting there holding your crystals or holding your staff or holding whatever, or even if you're holding your chest and you think about something with your heart, with your emotions, that's what people don't
Hmm.
realize. Melanin and emotions. That's why we're so emotional because we're powerful through our emotions. They call it
Right.
chaos.
Yep.
Chaos. You know what I'm
Start
saying?
start a storm.
Storm. Oh yeah. Uh yeah. So but what you understand, once you understand how to control those emotions, when you get emotional and you got your motivate on, your motivate will react. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Makes
If you
sense.
get mad
Makes
and
sense.
like one time it sounds crazy, but one time I just said something and all the power, all of them electronics cut off, not the power as far as the lights, but all the TVs and cut off and then came back on. And it was just the power of it. There's mantras on motivate. There's
Hmm.
mantras. So clearly somebody knows something that we don't, and they're hiding it from us, and that's what we got to do. Each one, teach one, tap into it. Now let's just go to the economics of it. Yeah,
Okay.
the economics of it. The economics of it is it's super rare. It only comes from one area, and that gives it more value within itself. People might not know what to do with it, but they don't mind spending $300 a couple grams. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
9 grams right now, depending on the grade, when you're learning your grades, that's when you're looking on there and you're seeing a certain piece of motorbike for $2,000 or $3,000, and a 1 gram or a 2 grammer costing 300.
Hmm.
Because one, they're hoping people don't know they're grading to the stones and don't know the connections. Because yeah, we say the 3 C's, but it's really 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, but it's also your connections, who you connected with in the gemstone world.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, case in point, when we met at the crystal shop, you see how
Uh,
their stones are kind of overpriced.
yes.
Most most crystal shops,
Yes.
they're telling you don't buy from these people, don't buy from these people. They're buying from China. They're buying the dirt cheap stuff, bringing it back, putting in your face. I'm going to charge you $150. That's it, for something that we stole from indigenous people. They stole it from
Right.
indigenous people, polished up that's the ass of it. That's the tumblestone. But we're royalty.
Yeah.
We want triple A's. We want the high quality stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, we do. Yes. Yes.
And
We have
then
to elevate.
you gotta elevate, man.
That's nice. It's
Cut color
changing
clarity.
colors from where I'm sitting. It's changing colors.
Ruby, rubies. So I'm really really big on rubies because one, rubies are art for me. I take these gemstones and I carve them too. I know people's sick
Okay.
of me saying, but this is ruby. This is ruby star sapphire. Rubies are made. Rubies and sapphires are made for carving and drilling. Um,
Okay, I didn't know that.
Even with the moldavite, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So when we say cut, color, clarity, cut is how
Uh-huh.
you carved it. So when you get into the gemstone game, you can buy low. Let's say you buy raw stones. Remember, number one is raw because number one, you can buy the stone raw, and then you can find somebody like myself that can carve it or do whatever, turn it into jewelry or whatever, right? And
Uh-huh.
then you might have got it for a cheap price, but you charge more for. Have you ever seen a motorbike dragon before?
A multivite dragon?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. So how much should I charge for that motorbike dragon?
I can only
Or
imagine.
how much would you charge for a ruby snake?
I don't know because I'm not familiar with Ruby, so I wouldn't even know. I
We
would
got to
not
get you.
even know.
Yeah, we gotta get some rubies on you. Uh, but yeah, man. Let's get your motivate and just compare like what do you want to manifest in your life and everything else, and then you mix that into the pot with those, and then we'll mix it
Okay.
together, and that's when you come out with a beautiful piece. That's an
All right.
intentional piece, and
I
your stones
see.
not just alone. That show that like you're communicating with your stone, saying, "Yo, I want to work with you. How do we work together?" And
Right.
minerals are like funny like that. Sometimes they don't work with you. One time I had shungite, and that's all I had was a bunch of shungite, and it did what it's supposed to do, but it did it real fast. So
Uh-huh.
it pushed all the bad things out of my body through my right side of my body. So it was like my whole right side went out.
Oh
I couldn't
wow.
and it was pushing all these different toxins and stuff out my side of my body. I go to the hospital, they say there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm like, man,
Right.
I'm dying right now. What's
Right.
going on? And I
Right.
realized
What's good?
I was off balance. I had way too much shungite on. So
Okay.
it's all about balance. Everything the whole universe revolves about Mayat energy. Are you familiar with Mayat?
Yes, I am.
Everything around this universe revolves around Mayat energy, the balance, the divine
Mm.
balance. So we at an hour right now, guys, and I enjoyed your energy. Is there any other
Yes, I
questions you want
enjoyed
to talk
yours
about,
as well.
gemstones?
Say that
Anything
again.
else? Is there anything else you want to talk about, or any questions, or any? Tell me about your business. How can we come? How can we support you?
Yeah, definitely. So you can everything is actually on my page on my Instagram, which is a lady LADYB_333. I do have my products on there as well. So you can click on Butterfly Kisses, you can click on Ascension Botanicals, or you can also click on Lady B Intuitive. Readings are on there as well. I have spiritual baths. I have yoni steams. Yoni steams, that is definitely my specialty when it comes to the natural holistic feminine care. Also, I do spiritual baths. Now, my spiritual baths, I do have different names for them, and the names of them they tell you what exactly that they do. Okay, so essential botanical spiritual bath. I have I love the fuck out of me. Okay, that should be self-explanatory. All right, we got finna block your ass. Okay, we got get off me, bitch. Okay, and then I actually have sold out of get the fuck out my energy hoe. So the names of them tell you what they do. I like to do a play on words. I like to be different. I am an Aries, so I
I understand.
I just like to be different.
Who was that behind you? Who was the goddess behind you?
Well, actually, that's the High Priestess Tarot card.
I say, I say.
Yes, 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 yes.
I say, man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. I hope to see you soon in the store for a Phoenix Circle. So we can
Yes, I
bring your.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we're gonna get you up there, and next time we do the interview, we're gonna be live direct at the storefront. Um,
All right,
thank
can't
y'all for
wait,
everybody
can't
that.
wait.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Hold on, they said I like
Thank you.
it.
I appreciate you for having
Hold
me,
on.
Orisha, as well. I appreciate you.
They say they like the name of your bath oils.
Hey,
Love the
I
fuck out of
appreciate it.
me.
I
I
appreciate it.
need it.
Yes, yes.
Oh
Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all tap in, follow me, and get with me. Get with me.
yeah,
Support me. I support you.
I like that. A lot of people don't understand that, man. The support goes a two-way thing. Like people ask for support, but they don't want to support nobody, and that's the real thing. So I appreciate you
Yeah.
sharing that. God, again, I thank you for spending the time with us and conversating with us about gemstones and tarot and all these beautiful things.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
we look forward to doing it again. Hopefully, I can get you on Matriarch Monday one of these days with the rest of the team.
All right. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look forward. Look forward to it. Look forward to see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Peace, love, and blessings.